Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, I'm an idiot and I've been sitting here talking to the camera for the last 15 minutes and I forgot to click the go live button like a dumbass. What? So this is only my second live, so I'm kind of glad nobody's here unless y'all left. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. That's all there is to it, and I apologize for that. But hello again to everybody. Welcome to my first Get Ready With Me. I was actually going to do this. Excuse me. Can you stop? Stop it. I was actually going to do this as a regular, like, sit down, get ready with me video. And then I was like, I really don't feel like editing probably what's going to be over an hour long of footage. So here we are. I've cooled down a little bit. When I first started this and was talking to nobody, which I still am, but that's okay. I had just gotten back from going to pick up my car from getting it inspected, and it's like 90 degrees outside, and I had to walk down. I had to walk back from dropping it off, and then I had to walk down to pick it up. And of course, it was my uncle's garage, and it's only like a 10-15 minute walk. And he's like, I would have come got you. And I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So I'm back from that, and I've cooled down a little bit since then. But it's still like super hot. So I'm sorry if the air conditioner is, if you can hear the air conditioner, it's ambiance, but that's the only option I have to cool down. So anyway, I'm going to be doing the This or That Romance Edition tag. I was not tagged by anybody, but I did watch. I saw. Haven't watched Caitlin's yet from the Love Librarian, but I did watch Jen from the Book Refuge. She just recently. I think they both posted their tag this morning. I think they should be linked in the description down below. I should have linked them already, along with all the questions that go with this. So I'm gonna try to do this within an hour. Hopefully, because I do have I have a Zoom call at 2:00 that I have to get on. So, which is why I'm doing the Get Ready With Me. So I'm going to prepare for that. But I figured I'd chat and talk about my preferences, reader preferences while I did it. So because I already started this and forgot to click go live, I already started putting my makeup on. I'm just going to do like light makeup. I'm not a makeup guru by any means. I use drugstore makeup. Whatever is cheaper, and like, because I don't wear makeup that often. I wear makeup not even maybe once a week, if that, and I only wear it for a few hours before I'm taking it off. So it's pretty much what today is going to be. But I did do my, where is it? I had some primer I put on. I used this Maybelline Master Primer and base studio stuff. And then because I'm a pale Irish bitch, I used the Neutrogena Hydro Boost foundation on the natural ivory, because I'm pale. Because I don't go in the sun because I burn like a lobster. And I also have very acne prone skin, which you can see, like I have scars and all that kind of stuff down on here. So I have that on already. And then my concealer is, I think I need to get a new one because it was like wet and I don't know how it got wet. But I do typically use the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Blemish whatever concealer. So instead of that, I use the Maybelline, I think it's Maybelline Instant Age Rewind whatever concealer. Again, Target and CVS is where I get my makeup from. So I have that on already, if you can tell. If you can't, like, I don't wear a lot of it. Now I gotta find my thingy. So I don't do my eyebrows really, but I do take this e.l.f., this clear like eyebrow gel to put them, like, tame them a little bit, because they do like to go their own way. But so the first This or That, I should probably start doing that because that's the whole point of this, is Cliffhangers or HEA. My experience with, so there are a couple Cliffhangers where I like it if it's a duology. I would prefer an HEA, even if it's a longer book, as long as I enjoy the journey getting to the end, and the end is like is fulfilling. I'm perfectly fine with a standalone with an HEA. Cliffhangers, some experiences with it are like, the second book normally doesn't do the first book justice. Like everything good is in the first book, and then it just feels like the second book gets dragged out too much, in my experience. There are a couple where I heard the cliffhanger is really good. I don't know. I know I haven't read it yet, but it's on my like near future TBR, which is the I can't remember what the duet is called, but it's the Kingmaker and the Rebel King, I think. Yes, that duet. I hear that one's actually really good. There's a cliffhanger in that one, but I hear they're both really good books. So, yeah. Anyway, I definitely prefer an HEA. If a cliffhanger, it just depends on if it's done well or not. If the second book is as good as the first book, if it's as good or better than the first book, then that's fine. So next one is hardcover or paperback. I used to be a big hardcover snob. I used to want hardcovers of everything. And there are still some series, if they've been published in both hardcover and paperback, I would like to still collect the hardcover. If I can get them, I don't usually pay full price for my hardcovers. I will wait until they go on sale, and then I will buy them discounted. But what am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. I do prefer paperback. I love a nice floppy paperback. I like the portability, the usability, I guess, of a paperback. You can hold it, fold it open, and you can take it everywhere. Lovely floppy paperbacks. And they don't take up as much space on my shelf. So there's that. Next is Angsty or Cutesy. I mean, I don't really want to pick between the two. I mean, I love angst. Angst is the thing that keeps me the most interested in a book. Too much cutesy, and I'm like, gag me. But I appreciate after the whole angst part of the book is over, and like the main characters have like nice moments together that have the cutesy things. I also like when it's like a big badass like hero, especially in like mafia romances or MCs where the hero is like this big scary dude, especially if it's like a hitman or a killer or whatever, and he does like all these cute little things for the hero or heroine. Those I like, but I wouldn't pick it if it's an overall just cutesy story. I need the angst. I need the angst to thrive. Okay, let's see. What is next? Emotional or rom-com? I definitely think that also depends on my mood. I am a mood reader. But I'll say 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick the emotional book to the rom-com. I don't even have that many rom-coms on my TBR. I think I definitely want to read Dial A for Aunties, I think. That's the one. I have that on my TBR that I definitely want to read. That's a rom-com. And then I stopped reading Christina Lauren. Like none of their stuff really spoke to me anymore. What else? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick emotional over rom-com. I need the feels. The feels are what I'm here for in my reading. That's why I like dark romance. Who is texting me? Go away. I got an email notification that I was live. Yes, I am live. Thank you. Okay. Cutesy or emotional rom-com. I like rom-com movies, but I prefer emotional books. That makes sense. What's that? Series or standalones? I like series that are like companion novels, if that makes sense. Like each person gets a book. Like the Boston Underworld series by A. Zavarelli. I like any of the biker. What am I thinking of? Most Sophie Lark's Mafia series, like a lot of the Mafia and MC series that I read. It's so you have the first couple in the first book, and then you start to gradually, like, you meet, they're like secondary characters in the first books, and then eventually they each get their own book. I like those kind of series where they're all companion novels within the same world and within the same like friend group or family group or whatever. Otherwise, I prefer I like series that you can read as standalones, if that makes sense. There are some where there's an overarching like plot line throughout the whole series. Like, you should read them in order, but like you don't necessarily have to. For each couple, it's different couple in each book, if that makes sense. I think I just over-explained that, but definitely those kind of series. Otherwise, I do like standalones too. But sometimes, like, when you get really, really involved in a world and you just want more of that world, then I really like having series, especially with the Mafia ones that I like to read. This is like super old too. This is my contouring palette. I don't really do a whole lot of contouring, but this is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Sculpt. I don't really use it a whole lot, but I don't even think I don't use enough of it that I think it makes any difference. Also because like I have freckles, so like it just doesn't, I don't even think it works, but I just do it. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. Okay, next, Booktok or Bookstagram. Booktube is my answer to that. But if I had to pick, I would definitely pick Bookstagram. I'm not even on Booktok. I don't have a TikTok. I don't watch TikTok unless someone sends me a TikTok. And even then, I can't always see it because I don't have a TikTok account. But I did start, before I started doing YouTube videos in 2018, I did start on Bookstagram. And my Bookstagram is always linked down below. I don't really post on it a whole lot now, so all the photos on it are pretty old and from when I used to do it like religiously, and I would like do setups and everything. That was also when I read a lot of YA, so it's a lot of YA photos. But I read romance now, I swear. I kind of got out of the whole YA genre, but definitely, yeah, Bookstagram for sure. People or objects on covers. Give me the shirtless man on every romance novel. It's as simple as that. I know they're getting more into like discreet covers now, and I don't know. I mean, some of them are really pretty and really nice, but I still like having the people on the cover, especially when it's the shirtless man, or when it comes to historicals. The clinch covers are stunning, especially Joanna Shupe's. I actually don't think I have any of that series, but Joanna Shupe's what is it, Uptown Rebel or Rebel series? I can't remember. Those covers are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, definitely people. I'm losing track of where I am. New releases or backlist. I'm really bad with keeping up with new releases because typically I see a book that's super hyped in a series and I haven't read the rest of the books in the series, so I have to go back and read the whole backlist because I like reading series in order, or as much of an order as I possibly can. And so definitely I'm going to say backlist. It just depends though, because sometimes the backlist books aren't as good as the new releases. And a lot of people don't talk about them as much because they're years old and people have already read it and the hype is over. But I'm one of those people that's always late to the hype train. So I'm always like talking about these books that are years old, but I'm just reading them and discovering them for the first time. And I'm still really excited about them. Everyone's like on to the newest thing. And I'm like, so I'm definitely more of a backlist reader, but I do get excited when I know that new books and series are coming out, or when my favorite authors that I may be still reading the backlist from are still writing new things and I can look forward to reading things. So there's that. What eyeshadow do I want to do? I usually just do like, this is an e.l.f. Is this e.l.f.? Yeah, this is like e.l.f. palette again, drugstore stuff. I have some like Revlon like photo ready and palettes, but I don't need a dark. I'm just gonna do like a natural eye right now. So next one is TBR or free for all. So I used to do a TBR religiously, and I used to be really good at sticking to it. Sorry, I'm like not even. When I first started, if you look at my old embarrassing booktube videos, you'll see that I did do TBR videos, and I was pretty good at sticking to them. And then I started to get like, I would pick TBRs and then I wouldn't be in the mood to read any of the books. And I wouldn't read anything. Instead of just reading, like mood reading, whatever, I just wouldn't read anything at all. And then I would be like upset with myself because I didn't read anything for that month and would have nothing to wrap up or nothing to talk about. So I kind of stopped doing formal TBRs. I have books that I do like want to read in a month, especially lately since I've been doing more like book clubs and read-alongs and stuff. Like right now I'm doing the Clifton Ford read-along that some booktubers are hosting. But so I'm going to read, like I know I have to read the first book and the second book of that within this time frame. And then there was whatever book clubs I might be wanting to participate in. I'll read those books. But other than that, I'm a mood reader because I find if I have to stick to a certain TBR, I just get I don't want to read. Sometimes I just get in a slump that way. So definitely free for all, but I like having kind of like a loose TBR. Like I like saying, okay, well, I want to read something from this series, or I want to read a couple dark romance, or I want to read, I need to read a thriller or something this month. But like, I don't want to give you specific books. Like I like having options. Where am I? Open Door, Fade to Black. Open Door. I don't want to even, as Jen said, I don't even want a house. Just give it all to me. Fade to Black, I find frustrating. I don't know why. I don't even like writing Fade to Black because I never know where to stop it. Like, where is the limit? If you're going to fade to black, where do you stop? Like, do you stop when things start getting hot and heavy, or do you stop when all the clothes are gone and things are about to get crazy? Like, where do you draw the line? So just give it all to me. I'll read it all, I'll write it all. I don't care. Audiobooks or ebooks / paperback. This is a conversation that I have. I talk about this a lot when I do my like vlogs and stuff. How I have my relationship. I have a weird relationship with ebooks and audiobooks. So audiobooks, I love audiobooks because I can listen on 2.5 speed, depending on the narrator, and get through a book way quicker than I would if I was reading it. However, I usually am listening to audiobooks when I'm doing other things. Like if I wasn't doing this live right now, I'd be listening to an audiobook. But I'm not so concentrated on putting my makeup on that I wouldn't be paying attention to the story. So I would be getting the full, like I'd be getting everything. But like I said, when I either listen to them when I'm driving or when I'm doing other things, so I don't completely pay attention and I miss things and I don't remember them as well as when I'm physically reading. Now, ebook / paperback, this should be ebook or paperback because for the longest time I was completely opposed to reading a book on a screen. I didn't like it. I don't know. I think I got distracted by the screen. I got distracted because I would have notifications of things that would pop up because I was reading on a tablet. I'd get notifications like text notifications and whatever. And so I hated reading on the screen. I liked the feel of a book in my hand. I liked being able to take it wherever and just sit and read and flip pages and just have an experience and be able to flip back and forth to where I wanted to go. And I liked the physical thing of reading. I've gotten better with ebooks. Since I got my Kindle Unlimited back, I've been determined to read at least, like I'll read a physical book, I'll have an ebook, and I'll have an audiobook going. So I'm trying to do like one of the three. And as long as I pick books in ebook form that I know I'm going to love and enjoy, I think I'll be okay with going back to reading ebooks. I'm learning my, I'm getting used to reading on a tablet again. So I don't have a Kindle. I do have a Galaxy tablet that I used to have on my phone plan. And that's where I made the mistake. So I took the tablet off of my phone plan. So it's no longer connected to my phone. I no longer I'll take it off. I mean, I have it on the Wi-Fi because I need to, get my books and get my Kindle app and stuff. But like when I don't it's better, I'll take it off the Wi-Fi to read. So I'm not getting notifications. I'm not getting distracted by using the internet or whatever. It doesn't look too bad. So yeah, I'm still going to pick physical every time. Again, they're more expensive, of course. When you can get Kindle Unlimited, you can read as many books as you want in a month. But again, I like collecting books. Collecting books is a hobby. It makes me happy, even though it's money I don't need to necessarily be spending. But yeah, I'm over answered that question again. But it's okay. Kindle or nah? A few months ago, I would have said nah, but now I'm saying yes. I don't have a Kindle. I have the Kindle app. Again, I'm using it on my tablet. I do want to get an actual Kindle. I used to have a Kobo, whatever the Borders one was. I don't even know what happened to that. I think I should probably end up looking for that because I don't know. I used to have one and I don't know where happened to it. I do want to get like the Kindle Paperwhite, I think is what I want to eventually get into. But like there's nothing wrong with my tablet. So like I don't have a reason to spend money on something I don't necessarily need. Matte or glossy? Matte all the way. I love matte covers. I love the texture of the matte cover. They're gorgeous. I love them. I love matte. And glossy, I don't take a lot of photos. I'm going to try to start getting more into taking like Bookstagram photos like I used, not as elaborate as I used to do, but it was the glossy covers made it hard to, it even makes it hard to like hold them up. I don't have any in front of me right now, but so like even when I'm filming, there's like they get glares on them from like the window, or if I have my ring light on, like there's just glares and they're harder to take photos of. So and a matte cover all the way. They're gorgeous. Buddy read or fly solo? I've never buddy read yet. So if anyone wants to buddy read something, hit me up. I'll be down to do that. I can't really tell you if I like it or not. So I mostly just fly solo. And the thing with buddy reading though is I don't know how well I'd be able to keep up. Like I don't know how, because it's like if I don't like a book, I'm not going to read 100 pages in a chunk of time. I'm going to read like 20 and then put it down and not, so it'd feel more like a chore. So it would have to be the right book. I don't know, but I'm not opposed to trying it out and seeing if I like it or not. Small town or dark romance? Well, I don't know, because you can have a dark romance set in a small town. So like, I don't know how to really answer that. I definitely prefer dark romance over a cutesy small town romance. Definitely prefer dark romance. But if it's a dark romance set in a small town, there's also nothing wrong with that. So, but yeah, dark romance is 100% my thing. I love to read it. I love to write it. So. What else? I'm not gonna do eyeliner. I hate doing eyeliner. It's such a pain in the ass. New adult or adult? Adult. I went from like a YA to adult. I think the one new adult series I read was the Off Campus series by Al Kennedy, and I really did enjoy that. I don't think I read much new adult lately, and I don't really have a whole lot of interest in it, as far as I know. This eyeliner is CoverGirl Lash Bloom, Lash Blast, whatever. I have really good eyelashes. Like my eyelashes are not fake. These are real. I don't know if you can see them, but they're long and they're curly. So like I really don't need any kind of fancy mascara at all. I just like it because it darkens them a little bit, and it's like makes my eyes look nice without eyeliner. I hate doing eyeliner, and it runs. So I just definitely need a new one of this though because it's so clumpy. I could not tell you guys the last time I actually bought new makeup because I'd rather honestly spend money on books because I don't wear makeup. And I hate doing my bottom lashes. You guys have like a secret to doing bottom lashes because I cannot. And I usually get it all over my face. Was I answering a question? I remember. New adult or adult? Adult. Next one is sprint read or marathon read a series. I don't know exactly what that means. Is marathon read like binging a series? Is that what that is? I have no idea. So I have binge series before. Depending on the series, I have like no problem staying in that world, and I just want more and more of it. But this is like really. I don't know. I'll try to binge a series and then I'll need like a break from it. So I would read like, say it's like a 6-book series. I'd probably read like 2 back to back and then need to stop and read something else for a little while just to have something like a palate cleanser. I don't even know if that answers the question, but where is my eyebrows? So I don't do my eyebrows, but I like to use the brush on the eyebrow pencil that, oh, there it is, that I do have to try to get rid of the clumps in my mascara. Read multiple books at once or one at a time. I am a terrible I read so many books at once, and it's like not even necessarily actively. I'll probably actively read at most 3, generally 2, because I'll usually have an audiobook and like a physical book or ebook that I'm reading. But I will have several books. Like right now, I currently am in the middle of reading. Well, I haven't started my new one yet, but once I start my new one, I'll be in the middle of reading 4 books. So I'm still reading Covet by J.R. Ward, working my way through that one. I'm still reading that Heroine in the Highlands book with Susan Enoch. I still haven't finished that one. And I'm in the middle of rereading Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. But like I think Covet's the only one I picked up recently and read a couple chapters up to like read more of it. But like technically they're still in my currently reading on my Goodreads account. So, and then I'm going to pick up Riven Knight later today. It's like 12:45. So I'm probably not going to have time to start it before I have my Zoom call. But like today I'm going to pick up Riven Knight. So I'll be in the middle of 4 books. 5 books. Because I'm in the ebook. I'm still listening to The Tourist Attraction as well by Sarah Morgenthaler. I have like 80% left of that book. Not 80%, 20% left of that book. And I haven't been listening to it because I'm kind of like not into it. So yeah, so I'm like in the middle of 5 books. Technically 6 because I am still in the middle of also The Fiery Cross by Danica Baldwin. But like so I took that off of my currently reading for the moment, but I'm like 450 pages into it. But I haven't touched it in probably a year and a half, 2 years. So I don't know if you'd really count that, but if you wanted to be technical about it. So yeah, I'm always reading multiple books at a time. Mostly because I can never, like, if it's a book that I'm getting bored of, I'm going to read something else that is going to keep my interest. And you can usually tell when I'm bored of something because it'll be sitting for months and months and months. And I'll be reading a bunch of other stuff that I'm more interested in reading. Alpha Hero or Cinnamon Roll Hero? I like both. It depends on the story. I generally mostly like the Alpha Hero, but as long as he's not like an alpha douchebag. Like, what's an example? Like, I just read. What did I just read? Okay, I'm gonna out myself because I haven't edited or posted that vlog yet, but I just finished reading The Secret by Julie Garwood. And the hero in that is alpha. He's the laird of the clan, total alpha, but he's like a dick, and I don't like him. And he's not like, I like alpha heroes that when in the privacy of with their woman are turned into cinnamon rolls. Like, they're alphas that are soft for the girl. I like those. However, the one cinnamon roll hero that I like is Alexander from Annie's Song. I loved him as well. Like, he was a cinnamon roll, but he wasn't like a complete pushover. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need a balance. If they're going to be a cinnamon roll, they can't just be a pushover. You know what I mean? A pushover. That makes sense. So, but definitely, I like alpha. Alphas that are soft for the girl. Alphas that I love. Touch her and you die heroes. Those are my absolute favorite. Let's see. I think I'm done with my face. I said I don't do a lot of makeup. I just need some. Actually, I'll put this tinted stuff on. I have this Neutrogena lip balm, but it's like tinted lip balm. Petal Glow 40. Oh, it's upside down. But so that's what I use. Just put a little bit of a color. So like, I don't usually wear lipstick like at all, unless I'm going to like some formal something. I just wear gloss and call it a day. So put that away. I don't think I need anything else. I have a setting spray, but I'm not going to use it because I don't need this to last all day. Like I said, this is just a quick throw some stuff on to go for my live show. Go this way, get this out of here, get this out of here. I need to make room. I have a very small desk, so I'm just kind of trying to make some room. Get rid of irons. I'll keep my hair up. So I'm gonna do my hair. So I've just recently bought a new flat iron. I don't like, it's only like an inch or an inch and a half. I used to have, I think it's an inch. I did have like a 2-inch one that I loved using, but it's starting to like smoke when I use it. So I have this one. I still haven't completely mastered this one yet, but I like it so far. So see, I realize I don't ever have my hair down in videos. I used to in the beginning when I started doing booktube. Like, I would like put my makeup on and do my hair, and then I was like, I don't care as much because it was just too much effort. Because I am like, as much as I am a mood reader, I'm also a mood filmer. Like, I decided last minute that I was going to do this live Get Ready With Me literally like an hour before I did it. So yeah, when I want to film, and then I don't want to bother with wasting time delaying in doing my hair and makeup when I'm going to film for, a half an hour and then take it off. So that's why I don't ever usually bother. And like, I don't do my hair or makeup for work because it's useless. So it's always up in a ponytail or a bun all the time. Maybe we should turn this on. Let's see. I don't even know what temperature to use, but we'll try that and see if we start it. I'm almost done with this tag already, and it's only been a half an hour, so I don't know what else I'm going to talk about while I do this. But let me, so I do use Garnier Fructis Flat Iron Protector Straightening Mist for protect. I don't use it. I don't like do my hair that often, but this is a heat protector. up to 450 degrees. So I have very frizzy, curly hair. It's still actually, I took a shower last night and it's still a little bit damp. So I just sprayed that in my face. So hopefully the makeup stays on. So I realized when I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do my hair with you guys, that the way I do my hair is going to prevent me from talking. Because gross as it is, I hold my hair in my mouth when I'm straightening it because I do it in sections. So I'm sorry if there's going to be a chunk of time without me. You know what though? Doing this on a live is a little bit, makes things easy because I can see my part. It's off. This doesn't need to be perfect. I have such a terrible scalp. It's disgusting. But I use Function of Beauty shampoo, and I love their shampoo. Not a sponsor, but if they would like to. So I love their shampoo. I probably should have brought my brush in here. I didn't bring my brush either, but that's okay. I don't even, what was the list? What was the question we were talking about? Multiple books at once or one at a time. I already answered that. Cinnamon Roll or Alpha Hero. We already talked about that. Let me know. Do you guys have favorite like Alpha Heroes or Cinnamon Roll Heroes? Drop them in the comments. I'm trying to think of my favorite like Alpha Heroes. It's so funny. Like when you're looking for like examples of things, like you forget every book that you've ever read. It ever pops into your mind. What's last? Next one. Baddie or Damsel in Distress Heroine. So I enjoy both. Again, depends on the context. I enjoy a badass heroine when she's not reckless and stupid. Like she thinks she's a badass heroine, but like she does some dumb shit that just gets her into trouble and the hero has to go and end up saving her anyway, or she gets herself into like these stupid predicaments that like were avoidable because she was being stupid. I don't like those kind of badass heroines. I'm trying to think. I think Sloane, the one I just read I just read Ivan by Sophie Lark, and I liked Sloane. She was a badass. She was a female assassin badass character. I'm going to try to do this without putting my hair in my mouth, but let's see how, if I lose track of my... I lost track of my thought, so there's that. I'm probably not going to be able to do this. So forgive me for the next couple minutes while I do this. Sorry if it grosses you out. The damsel in distress heroine is also like a similar, like as long as she's not like, oh my god, save me, like I'm helpless. No. You hear that? My hair's still damp. So, all right. I need to get my hair cut so bad it's so long, which makes it so annoying to try to straighten it. I need to do it in such smaller sections. So I like the other one I had better because it curled better. Like I used to curl with my flat iron. I hate using a curling iron. My hair always gets stuck in the hinge. So I actually prefer to curl with my flat iron, and it also curls better. And I liked curling with my other one. I guess probably because I was used to it. I've had it for so long. But like I said, I was trying to get a new one. Like I don't even know if you can see. I don't think I'm not holding it as long as I should be because I'm trying to do it quickly so I can actually talk and not have the hair in my mouth. But what was I talking about? Oh, baddies or damsels in distress. I am a sucker. I know everyone's like, oh, big feminist, like women can take care of themselves. But listen, I'm a sucker for when the woman's in trouble and the hero comes plowing through and blowing shit up to save her. I'm sorry. I love it. That's a way to make me swoon. Especially when they literally bring in like the big guns and start shooting up people because someone, their woman is in trouble, was kidnapped, or is with an enemy. And like, yes, please give me that action moment. I also like the caretaker trope when it comes to like damsel in distress. Hold on, let me finish this. Damsel. I also think of damsel in distress as like, let's think of let's think of Leona. If you guys have read the Camorra Chronicles, Twisted Loyalties, Leona's in a shitty home life. Her mom is a drug addict. Her dad's a gambling addict and an alcoholic, and she's in a shit situation. Also, Jude and I don't know the heroine's name in Don't Kiss the Bride. She's in a shit situation, and the hero wants to help her out. So I also consider that kind of damsel in distress. And I love those kind of tropes where the hero helps the heroine get out of a shitty situation like that without it necessarily being life or death, you know? So I love those. I don't know. In that aspect, hold on. In that aspect, I like the damsel in distress trope. But not when they're just being helpless and waiting for the hero to come save them. That I don't always like. But to each their own in that. And like the baddie, like one of my favorite baddie heroines is so I haven't read this series in a while, but it used to be one of my all-time favorite series, and that's the Fever series by Karen Ray Moning. I like Michaela. She does some dumb shit, yeah, but she's a badass heroine. Janny in that series is also another one. I'm not as big of a fan of her because she kind of took over the limelight for Mac and Baron. I like Ryoden. I like Ryoden's character, but I don't necessarily like that Dani took over as the main female character in that series. Sorry, I just don't. I know there's not a lot of romance book readers that have read the book. They've already read the first one and they're like, it's not the greatest. I'm like, no, the first one's not the greatest book. I actually think the third or fourth one is my favorite. But like the first 5 are the best. And then they just kind of go, because then they get, the 6th one is in Dani's perspective. I'm like, I don't care as much. And I still have to read the last one. Kingdom of Shadow and Light, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I still have to read that one. Which I think is the last book in the series. And then I know she's writing a new book, which I'm really curious about, because I love her writing a lot. And her Immortal Highlander series was, I think, one of my first experiences with, I'm like pulling my hair out. I don't know. I guess you could call it historical romance. I think definitely the second book is historical romance. So I think it takes place in the past. But like the other ones are time travel romances. And they reminded me a lot of, I read them before I read Outlander, like years before. And they do remind me a lot of Outlander because it's present. It's usually the heroines are from present day. And they travel through like standing stones or whatever. I can't remember. I haven't read that book in the series in years. And they travel back to like not ancient, but like Scotland, like years ago. And they, hold on. What's interesting about that series, though, is there are characters that show up in the Fever series later on, which is exciting. I read that series first before I read the Fever series, so it was even more exciting to me that I was like, oh, are these are the guys from the other book? So, fun fact. That was a lengthy explanation to the damsel, baddie or damsel in distress, but I figured I have a lot more hair left to do, and only one more question. So, I just got an Amazon notification that my package was delivered. Hold on. What? Tell me my stuff was sent early. I need to check this now. So I ordered, I was looking on Amazon for just to see what was out there right now. And there was a coupon, 2 coupons actually, of $1.50 off the Fallen Men, 2 of the Fallen Men books by Gianna Darling, the second book and the 4th book. For whatever reason, the 3rd book didn't have a coupon. So I ordered them because instead of $15, they were $13.50. And I was like, okay. And they should have been here tomorrow, but it says says an Amazon package delivered. So let me see. Of course, my thing's going to be slow. I also have a Pango order that was delivered as well. Oh, it was delivered. Oh, that's exciting because it said Thursday, but it was sent early. So yay. So I ordered, what did I order from Pango? Oh, King by T.M. Frazier and Tyrant. Someone was selling them for like $7 a piece, which is super cheap. I did read those. I read them on audio, and I liked King. I read King, Tyrant, Soulless, and Lawless. I don't remember which one of those is which, but so I read all those, and I liked them. But again, I listened to them on audio, and I want to reread them. King especially, I want to reread physically because I like the premise of that book where she has amnesia and doesn't remember who she is. So I ordered those, and those are the what just arrived. And then, like I said, I still have to read Lessons in Corruption. I have to read that series, but I think I'm going to love it, which is why I keep ordering the books for it. So I ordered whatever the second book is called. Welcome to the Dark Side, and then After the Fall are the two that I ordered from Amazon. So I think Good Gone Bad is the third book. I don't know. All right. The last of these questions is slow burn or instalove. The quick answer for that is going to be slow burn. Some instalove really annoys the crap out of me. Like, why is this necessary? Or it's like done badly, if that makes sense. So, and like even when it's like a novella and it's like Kay Webster's Taboo Treat series, they're all instalove and they're supposed to be instalove, and like I know they're supposed to be instalove, and they still just I'm like I can't with it. Like it's been 2 days and I'm 10 pages in and they're in love with each other already, and I'm like no, I'd rather have the slow burn pining. Like, oh my God, just be together already, please, because this is killing me, than them confessing their love after a week. Again, that's like most of the time. I'm sure there are exceptions that I can't think of at the moment. But yeah. Especially what's even worse is love at first sight. I'm just like, really? Like you're immediately, like as soon as you see this person, like you just have to have them and be with them, and they're like your end all be all. And I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. I'd rather be realistic. But those are all of the prompts. So let me know your answers to any of them if you want to share. What do you think? I don't know what else we can talk about. I just want to at least finish. It's been like almost an hour. I want to at least finish doing my hair before I sign off because I'm kind of committed to it now and I'm in it. And I want to have you guys actually see that I do have my hair is sometimes down and I sometimes put it up and make efforts. This is when I kind of like need to get a better following or give more notice of when I'm going to do these, because then we can have conversation and I could have things to talk about based on comments. But now it's just me trying to making shit up as I go. So So if anyone wants to share what they're reading right now, like I said, I was going to start, I just totally forgot the title. The second book of the Clifton Forge series, not Steel King, that's the first one. Riven Knight, I think is what it is. So I'm probably going to start that later today after my Zoom call, which I have in about 45 minutes. And then what else do I want to read? Oh, I really want to start the Fallen Men series at some point. I want to read Still Beating. I think Still Beating is going to be the next thing I read after I finish Riven Knight, because I don't want to read Riven Knight and Still Beating at the same time, because I have a feeling that I'm not going to put Still Beating down once I start it. I just have a feeling it's going to be a 5-star read for me. It kind of feels like the type of book that I'm going to love and that I want to read forever and ever. And I want to finish the Boston Underworld series. So I have Ghost is the next one I have to read, which is book 3, and that's Alexi's book. He's like the computer genius guy. I'm really excited for his book. I loved Reaper. I'll never stop talking about that book. But I'm also really excited for Ghost. Sorry. I'm really excited for Ghost, and I'm actually really excited for Saint as well, which is Rory's book. Because in Reaper, we got like more of a closer look at Rory and Scarlett's relationship and kind of what it's going to be like. And I'm like, ooh, yes, please. So I'm really excited to see where that goes as well. And then the 5th book is someone I'm not sure who it is. I think it's a brother of I forget which character it is. And then book number 6 is Connor, who's like the new guy. We see more of him in Reaper, and I appreciate him. I think his book is a Marriage of Convenience, which is interesting. Okay, got one side finally done. And then we'll start on this side. Does anyone else have this problem? I have so much hair that like I get these big knots and wads of hair around my hair tie that I literally just take scissors and clip them apart. So you can see the difference. I do like my curly hair. It's just that it gets frizzy, especially in this nasty 90+ degree heat and humidity. I live in the Northeast, so we get a lot of humidity, and like it is not my friend to curly girl hair, which is why I like doing it this way. I like to straighten and style it. Ooh, I just broke my clip. The little teeth came out, broke off. Apparently I need more new hair product too, because the most thing I buy is hair ties, because I have such thick hair that I break mine constantly. So I have a ton of hair ties that I need to keep. feel like I should have some like music on or something, but like copyrights, you know. I don't even know if it's I don't know how it works for lives. You can't really do anything about it. So I don't know. What else is there to talk about? I could talk about the book I just finished, which was The Secret by Julie Garwood, but I don't know if I want to turn this video as live into a gripe because I didn't enjoy that book. I gave it 2 stars and I'm very upset about it, but I talk a lot more in depth about it in a vlog. I don't know if it was this week's vlog. It might be this week's vlog. I read it over like 2 weekly vlogs, so like the end of last week, beginning of this one, so you'll get kind of both my thoughts on it and both of them, but yeah, I was disappointed and I was upset. And I was upset that I was disappointed because I had really high hopes and expectations for that book because I thought it was going to be great, so great, and the kind of trope that I love. It wasn't. It was disappointing. I think I said I gave it 2 stars, and I feel like I'm in the minority of that, but I don't know. So I was kind of sad about that. What else can we talk about? Oh, I am at some point eventually going to do a book room tour. So I had a plan of doing a vlog where I renovated this room and you saw like the before and after when I turned it into from my mother's old bedroom into what it is now. Stupid me accidentally deleted all the footage of that renovation. So it's not going to be a vlog. Because it was footage that was part of a different vlog, and I like cut it out of that vlog and was going to keep it and put it in its own vlog. That didn't work out as I planned because I deleted all the clips from that old vlog, not realizing or remembering that I needed some of the other footage. So that's gone. Ooh. So I'm probably just gonna, I still haven't cleaned it up completely. I keep saying, oh, I'm just gonna, once I clean it up, I'll do a tour. I still plan on doing that. I'm being lazy. So eventually there will be a little bit of a tour. I think I did, maybe, I don't even remember if I did show some of it in a blog or not, or if I cut it all out, but. Gosh, it's almost 1:30 already on a Wednesday. I want to do another reading sprints live, but I don't know when. Like I don't want to. I feel like I should pre-plan these. However, however, I don't know on any given day if I'll be able to, like, if I set it for 7:00, what if something comes up and I can't do it, you know? Then I'd feel bad or rushed. But I feel like I'd probably get more viewers if I gave a heads up of when I was actually planning on doing another live show. I mean, I don't know that for certain because I don't know how many people actually follow and like actively follow me. I mean, I do obviously get views on my videos, but I don't know like who all is actively watching, if they care, if anyone cares. I care, which is all that matters, really. And like I would like to do like a live show with others, but like I don't know a lot of people on BookTube. Like I've started to talk to people, but like I'm not to the point where I'm like, hey, can I join your live show? Do you want to join my live show? Like I'm too introverted to just be like, hey, you want to be on my live show? Like I don't know. I could try it and just what's the worst I could say no. But you know, who knows? I'm too much of a shy, timid person to be like that. But can you tell I'm like I'm starting to go faster because I'm like almost done. So now I'm like I want to get done. And like I want to get done quick enough that I can leave time to take the dogs out before I get and like I want to be able to take the dogs out, go pee, get a drink, maybe a snack, pull up my notes and like get and see if the person I'm doing the Zoom with wants to like, you know, get on early to kind of chat and see where we're at or how we want to work it. Because did I mention it's a Zoom call, but it's for a podcast. So I mean it's not 100% like I don't know when it's going to air and I don't know all of the details. I mean, I know what the topic is because I was asked to be on it, but I don't know like how she works things out. So we'll see. But it's a podcast about writing fan fiction, which I don't know if y'all knew I did. I mean, I do talk about doing writing things a lot in my blog. But typically when I talk about like I have writing things to do, when I mention that in my vlogs, it's more like I have role-playing things to do, to write. It applies to write to those things. I'm like trying to look at myself in like the camera and in my mirror at the same time. This thing curls pretty nice. But you could see my hair's already starting to get, I don't know if you could tell, but it's already starting to get frizzy from just the humidity. It's horrible. All right, last section. We're almost done. I guess I could talk about other. Oh my god, I got another piece. That's two. I'm like, what is this hard thing in my hair? It was another. Oh, I need more clips, new clippies. Anyway, I guess I could talk about other YouTubers I like to follow. I follow a lot of the big YouTubers. Jess from Peace Love Books, I talk about her a lot. I mentioned Jen from Book Refuge. I follow her. I follow Caitlin from The Love Librarian, Tori from Novel Life, Sam from Sam Reads a Little, Samantha from Books with Samantha. I follow Michaela from Oh Hey It's McKay. I think that's her actual name is Michaela. Who am I missing? Oh, Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. Did I mention Riley from Riley Marie? I love Brittany from Brittany the Bibliophile. So she reads a lot of like YA. I mean, she reads mostly YA. She does read a lot of like adult like thriller stuff as well. But I love watching her vlogs. Like I'll just put them on in the background and enjoy and vibe with them. Like it's just amazing. I love her. Just laid back style, attitude. And she's kind of one of the people that's had me wanting to do just weekly vlogs instead of like set like themed videos. Like of course we'll still have the, the sit down ones every once in a while when I think of some. But like when I do but I can never think of like themed vlogs to do where I have enough books of the same genre to fit into them. Like like when I did my reading some of my books on my most anticipated vlog, I read 2 Mafia books back to back, and then I started getting the stories confused because I was reading them so close together. So like I feel like if I did like a Mafia reading vlog, like I would just get the plots all confused and not be able to keep them straight. So I generally like to have 2 different kinds of books going, 2 different genres of books going at once so I can keep plots straight. Otherwise, like if I did a themed reading vlog, it would have to be like, it would be something that would take place over multiple weeks, because I'd be reading like a book from like a Mafia book, and then I'd be reading a historical romance, and then the next Mafia book for that vlog would be like, I would read it like the following week, and like it would just be like a mess of clips everywhere. And I like the consistency. I like keeping clips together because obviously I lose things, obviously. So it's just easier for me to just do it all in one sitting. Okay, I think my hair is done. So then when I finish this off, I use the John Frieda Frizzy Secret Weapon Touch-Up Cream to smooth down my flyaways and frizz-prone hair. I love this stuff. It's got new packaging from I think the last time I used it, but I still love it. I will use this day of, and then until I wash my hair again, I'll keep using it because it'll keep my hair looking nice for the couple days after I wash it, or before I wash it, I mean. So put some of that in. And then I don't have a middle part. I'm a millennial. We use side parts. So we'll just flip my hair around a little bit. I don't even know which side. It just kind of goes wherever, but it's still a little bit frizzy. Hopefully I'll put it up in like a ponytail for the next few minutes and let it calm down a little bit, but that's way too much of a side part, but yeah. It's got some volume right now because I just washed it yesterday, but normally it's a little bit flatter, but I don't know. You can't even like see it. Like I can't even stand up, but like that's my hair. It's super long. I need to get it cut. Normally I have it like up here, like it sits on my shoulders usually. So right now it's super long. I haven't cut it in probably over a year. I'm just lazy about it, and like it's down my back, like it's, yeah. But I actually love my hair. I just have a lot of it, which is why I don't normally style it or do anything with it, because it takes a long time to do. But as you can see, so I guess I'm going to end this live. It is 1:35. My Zoom call's at 2 o'clock, so that gives me enough time to take the dogs out, go pee, get a snack, get a drink, set up, and be ready for that. So if you follow me on my Instagram, which should be linked in the description down below, I will have notifications about that podcast episode once I have more information to share. I will just say, if you are a fan of the TV show Heartland, it's related to that because that's what the podcast is for. But yeah, thanks everyone who I saw a couple people pop in, unless they were bots, I don't know. But thanks for popping in. If you're watching this after the fact and skipping around, hello. Thanks for peeking in and seeing what was up. I know there was a lot of like lull moments as I'm chewing on my hair. But I think I had a decent conversation with myself, which is fine. And I hope you learned a little bit of something with those prompts and questions that I answered. You can still leave your responses down in the comments. I do get notifications and do look at them if I get any. And I guess that's it. I hope to see you guys in another live show sometime soon. And thanks for poking in if you did. And I will see you guys. Bye.